Using the Spare Bear to scout, very good job, very well done. It looks like Spare Bear actually having absolutely no item. Generally, we do see Panda players putting a lot of item on their Spirit Bears, but in fact, Light of Heaven says no. I'm not even gonna give him a Boots of Speed, which I mean, I think that Spirit Bear at the very least deserves a Boots of Speed. Does help you to chase a little bit, but I guess they're not really interested of chasing. They're more interested of kind of outlasting the opponent, and this is the playing style that DTS is going to go for this game, right? The war of attrition, outlasting you with Panda Ultimate, outlasting you with heals, outlasting you with Grave, the Loon Druid, HP, and all of that. I think they are going to outlast EHome. EHome is not a very durable team. It looks like Windrunner does have a Staff of Wizardry. I bet you $10 this is going to be a 4-staff. 4-staff is going to help you a lot in terms of a war of attrition battles because it gives you so much extra positioning advantage in a battle. Like if you have a low HP, you can just force low HP hero on your team. You just force staff him out, and he's gonna be safe. So, meanwhile, it looks like there is a mid push going for the Sentinel. No, Sentinel backs up. So both teams is just gonna go back and forth, vying for map control at this point. But I think Sentinel should just hurry up a little bit because still they are very good mid game, but that mid game is all they are. They can't really afford this game to draw out a little bit too long. Especially if the Chinese team actually winning that last team fight, they're starting to get a little bit of traction. They're even in terms of the tower count. They're a little bit of a lot closer in terms of the head count as well. So if they can't allow the Chinese team to get any more traction, yes, we do see the 4-staff being finished on the Windrunner, and these guys are just defending uphill. And the DTS team is sensing the urgency. Let's see if they're gonna be right-clicking the tower or they're gonna be focusing on or chasing heroes. And a lot of spells being casted, and they are going to try to focus down on this Lone Druid extremely low HP, pops the mecha, and looks like this push is going to be stopped cold, or maybe they will use a couple heals to get this Lone Druid back to full HP. And we'll see and wait, but meanwhile we do see Scourge creeps pushing both the top and bottom lane for Scourge, so they are, I mean, right now Sentinel is running on a clock. I'm not too sure whether it was the best choice for that Enchantress to grab the Aegis, because I mean, like, it's not too bad to lose your Enchantress. I don't think the Sentinel team or the Scourge team would really care about focusing the Enchantress down anyways. They have way higher priority targets such as the Dazzle, such as Stellar Bear. Like, those two heroes are just so annoying in a team fight. You kind of want to get rid of her first, but right now they're going to go for the tower here. Once again, they're going to try to focus down the Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear does get picked off, but it's going to just get resummoned, so that's not too big of a loss for the Sentinel team. A Spirit Bear on cooldown or something? But, okay, they're just backing. Okay, this is such a war of attrition. You know, I go and hit your tower a couple of times and then back out. And then I go in and hit your towers a couple of times and then back out. Right now, EHome is just baiting very carefully, waiting for that decisive victory. A lot of healing spells are casted, trying to get that Loser back to full HP. Should have got out of true form. So you actually, when you get out of true form, you get a lower HP effective pool. So the Wisp would have put that Lone Druid back on full heal. But never mind that, not too much of a big deal. As we see another push attempt going for the Sentinel. Sentinel just sensing the urgency. They are going to go in. I think this time the tower is going to go down here. A lot of damage on the Lone Druid. Lone Druid extremely low. Going to suicide the Rax at this point. There isn't going to be a blink. And Earthshaker gets 4-staff. And great teamwork from the Sentinel, or from the Scourge team. Finally, Papta using his ultimate, BKB already used. And they are going to try to kill. Not enough damage from the Requiem. So here, Earthshaker does drop off. Enchantress doing so much damage. It is going to pick up the Crystal Maiden. I think that means mid-racks. Yeah, that is mid-racks for the Sentinel team. And Razor being cycloned, and looks like he is gonna his ultimate is gonna pick off Venge. Oh, Venge very low HP at this point here. Earthshaker in complete trouble. He bought back once again. I think Shadowfiend bought back too. It looks like Enchantress did go down, but he does have Aegis, and actually, wow, still stealing damage. Oh, wow, doing so much damage. Is that Razor? Razor is going to pick off. No, there is a Grave being casted, and I think they did, wow, successfully repel that. Yes, this EHome team did successfully repel that huge push coming from the Sentinel team, and I think, again, that is another victory. Sure, they lost a tower, they lost a buyback or two, but again, Sentinel is running on a clock. They don't have the late game team that the Scourge does. We do have BKB already finished on the Shadowfiend. Unfortunately, that wasn't a pretty good ultimate from EHome burning in that last Requiem. So I think that I'm not sure that what that Requiem Soul even hit. Not too much of anything. And that Panda was just able to disable one hero and then cycle another. So that was providing a lot of hectic team fight. Now this is like go big or go home time for EHome. In the next 10 minutes or so, if they play really well, they could win this game. But if they lose even more, basically they don't have anything to give away at this point. They already lost their exterior tower. They even lost their base tower in mid lane. And I mean, DTS is out for blood, so whatever the EHome team does right now, they have to do it perfectly, or they won't win. And I think DTS is gonna ride their victory ride their advantage to victory. Looks like we do have a Vlads being finished on the Panda. Very good item, very smart item being built by the Panda, knowing that they're gonna go for a pushing strat. That Vlads is gonna give them more attack speed. Is there gonna be Entangle on that? No Entangle on that. Razor that was porting out. So okay, I don't think the Sentinel is pushing at this point, judging that they do have 2 heroes at the bottom lane. But I think the Scourge does know at this point here. Shadow Fiend just farming like crazy. Does have the BOT, so could abuse that map advantage. Let's see what gold he is sitting at. He's sitting at 1800 gold. Let's see if he's gonna go for Blink Dagger afterwards. I do believe Yasha is the better choice at this point. But maybe Blink Dagger gives you more of a momentary advantage. So we see in some initiation going on the Enchantress. That static link does hurt the Enchantress quite a bit. Because right now we do see the DTS having the Enchantress play a DPS role, right? But the fact that the Lightning Revenant just cast the static link on the Enchantress is going to see her losing a lot of HP. And we do see Razor being extremely tanky at this point, having a Cloak, Manta, and a Vanguard, so he could withstand a lot of advantage. And 4-Staff, oh my god, I forgot to mention, that 4-Staff Earthshaker into ult was just good team play from EHome last game. You know, knowing that Earthshaker did not have a Blink Dagger, just helping him out, helping the initiation. This is the versatility of the 4-Staff, and that's why it's, I think, the best item in the game. One of the best items in the game here. And Scourge just being extremely defensive, and they need to do justice, right? They need to defend for all their worth. If they lose this mid-racks, it's just game. It's a 100% game, because they are in a huge disadvantage. If they lose one more racks, it's just game. And it looks like, I think the Sentinel team does know this as well. A lot of raids being casted, and this Enchantress is just balls deep in at this point, doing so much damage. Panda blinks in, casting his ultimate, focusing on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker, very low HP. Earthshaker is gonna get picked off, and looks like DTS Dread, our style also picked up a kill as well. And wow, this Tendi just grabbing every win in the game. That is the game. That is the game. I'm calling it very early, but DTS is going to get a team wipe pretty much, and it's going to get the mid racks, and I think they can swing for the bot racks as well. The creep is going to be alongside, and they should be, forget the range racks, man, forget that. Go for the bot lane, but never mind, they're going to get the range racks as well, and they are going to swing the bot lane. Scourge absolutely out of buyback go, but fortunately for them, it's very low cooldown. I mean, they're very low level, so they respawn very quickly, and you can see the power of that Silver Bird just mowing down racks. This is going to be the second melee racks down, and there is just no way that EHome is going to turn back. EHome is probably going to be extremely stubborn and just going to stay in this game for pride and for whatnot, or maybe to kind of psych out your opponent, to predict what they're going to pick in a future encounter. But this game is just beyond any recoverable mean. DTS is just too good of a team to make a big enough mistake for EHome to come back here. Silver, let me see how Silver is farming. Silver is sitting at 200 gold. Looks like he just had bought something. He does have a hood. I think he's going to finish that pipe. Let me see what's on the curl. Nothing in the curl, so okay. Should have got a lot of gold out of that push, but Enchantress is going to go for ultimate orb. That is most likely is going to be a hex stick. Let's see, Panda actually just the Vlads. Dandy, let me see that Dandy going for Aga Scepter as well. Oh my god, I cannot believe I missed that. Aga Scepter on the Dazzle just gives you so much, even more, like minus armor, even more plus armor. And I think because they're winning these fights because of that weave. A lot of people just kind of underestimate the Dazzle because he doesn't have like a shiny, crazy, cool attack animation or a cool like skill animation, because the weave is a spell that doesn't look like it hurts a lot, right? As we see Razor being ganked at the bot lane. But oh, swap on the Razor extremely low HP. I think he's gonna be okay. Yeah, he is okay, but he's gonna grab a illusion rune. But so EHome just do whatever they can. Maybe they are trying to turtle their way back. Their Roshan is already spawned, so if they could successfully steal the Roshan and do like a last minute banzai push, they might be able to, in theory, in like hope against hope, like could push down mid lane and just go for the throne, but I don't think they can. I really don't think they can. And you guys all know, right? I'm the biggest Chinese fanboy there is, Chinese Dota fanboy. But yeah, I like they're out of it. They're just out of it. 31 minutes in. This is 22 to 8 in the favor of Scourge. It looks like this is probably going to be another big team fight at this Roshan area. I'm pretty sure the Sentinel could just easily just vote 1 or 2 heroes to take the Roshan. And wow, very, very smart play coming from very smart item choices. Look at all these armors on that Dazzle. My god, that Dazzle has so much armor. And I mean, stacking armor, especially when you even have even more armor spell. By the way, I believe the Buckler does stack with the Mecha. So if you pop the Buckler and pop the Mecha at the same time, you will get +7 AoE armor, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. So that is just like 7 AoE armor right off the bat, not counting like Weave. And Weave does give you like at least 6 or 7 extra armor as well. So you're looking at 3 + 14 armor, and they feel that they're safe using a lot of Terror for sight, and they are gonna pick off the Aegis. I think, yeah, this Aegis was EHome's ticket for a miracle, and the ticket was just robbed. No, it looks like EHome is gonna try for the seal at this point. Manta is popped. The Panda blinks in, and it's gonna distract the entire team. It looks like we do see Enchantress is gonna